This is Audible.
Speak Business English Like an American by Amy Gillette. Copyright 2006 by Language Success Press. All rights reserved.
Lesson 1. Talking about a new project. Carl, Greg, and Ann work for Watersonic Corporation. Recently, the company has come up with an idea for a new electric toothbrush.
I think we've come up with a winner.
I agree. The new Brush-O-Matic toothbrush should be a blockbuster.
Our designers have already made up some prototypes. The toothbrushes have a tooth whitening attachment and many other bells and whistles.
We should fast-track this project. Let's try to launch it in time for the holiday season.
This'll be a great stocking stuffer.
We definitely need a big win for the holidays.
This is a great idea. We're going to make a killing.
Let's not talk about this project to anybody who doesn't need to know. We'll keep it under wraps.
I agree. Mum's the word. We don't want any of our competitors to get wind of the idea and rip it off.
Right. Let's meet again on Monday morning and discuss our game plan for getting this project off the ground.
Lesson 2. Talking about financial issues. Juan and Diane work in the finance department of Delicious Delights, a company that makes snack foods. Here, they're discussing the financial projections for a new product line.
I'm really excited about the launch of our new line of fat-free Delicious Delight donuts.
Me too. But before we go any further, we'd better make sure this product line is going to be profitable.
I did some back-of-the-envelope calculations. Take a look.
I see you've estimated $2 million for the new equipment. Where did you get that figure?
That's an educated guess based on some equipment I bought last year.
You're going to need to double-check that. Using old estimates can get us in hot water.
No problem. I'll get on the phone with the manufacturer in Dallas and get a price quote.
Do you have a sense for market demand? We should get the forecasts from the marketing department before we crunch the numbers.
We don't have those yet. Mary from marketing said maybe we'd have them next week.
It just blows my mind when marketing people want us to run numbers and they don't bring us the information we need.
If we end up in the red on this project, it's going to be their heads on the chopping block, not ours. They're the ones with P&L responsibility.
Our CFO won't give this project the green light until he sees all the numbers. If it doesn't look like we'll make money or at least break even, he'll pull the plug on the project.
Lesson 3. Discussing a new ad campaign. Ted works for an advertising agency. He's presenting to Sam and Lisa, who work for Pacific Beer Company.
Ted would like to run some ideas by us for our new ad campaign.
Please keep an open mind. Remember that nothing is set in stone yet. We're still just brainstorming.
I hope that doesn't mean we're about to hear a lot of half-baked ideas.
I think you're going to like this. Our idea is to use a black bear as our mascot. Our tagline can be strong enough to satisfy a bear.
It would be great if people would associate our brand with a bear, strong and independent. That would really improve our brand's equity.
I don't want to pour cold water over your idea, but where did you get the idea for a bear?
Didn't you hear about that bear at a campground a couple weeks ago? He entered a tent and drank 24 Pacific beers. What a great endorsement for Pacific beer.
I think we're on the right track with this campaign. The bear should generate lots of buzz. Everybody will be talking about the bear who loves Pacific beer.
And here's the icing on the cake. He won't demand an arm and a leg to plug our product. In fact, we can probably pay him in beer.
Okay, you've twisted my arm. Let's run with the idea.
Great. I'll flesh it out some more and touch base with you in a couple of days.
Lesson 4. Talking about manufacturing. Mike and Dan work for Swift Shoes, a manufacturer of sneakers. Mike is in charge of manufacturing. Dan is trying to push Mike to get some new shoes ready quickly.
We've decided to launch our new spring shoe on April 20th.
We're still trying to work out the kinks in our manufacturing process. Our factory in China is having trouble with the soles.
I know that, Mike, but you've still got 3 months. It should be plenty of time.
It could take another 6 months to fine-tune our manufacturing process.
Well, we don't have that much time. No ifs, ands, or buts. We need to launch on April 20th.
Just for the record, I think we're cutting it a little close. I recommend we launch on July 20th instead.
We can't. We've already decided on the tagline, Spring into Spring with Swift's new spring shoe.
It's time for a reality check. I'm telling you, we might not be ready by April 20th, and you're telling me we have to be because of a tagline?
Mike, now's the time to step up to the plate and get the job done.
Well, I'm going to be working down to the wire.
Just do whatever it takes. Just make sure we've got 1 million pairs of shoes in inventory by the April 20th deadline.
I'm going to have to run the factories 24/7. That's going to be a lot of overtime pay.
At the end of the day, a little extra expense doesn't matter. We just want those shoes ready by April 20th.
Lesson 5. Talking about company strategy. Andy and Laura work for Celtonica, a maker of cell phones. Sales have been slow lately, so Andy is recommending the company adopt a new strategy.
My team has come up with a new strategy. We can't continue being fast followers. We need to start developing our own cutting-edge technologies.
Why? We've been fast followers for the past 10 years. Why mess with success?
Success? Get with the program. Our sales are way down. Our cash cow, the Model 8B, only sold 900 units last month.
I can understand why. That phone's a relic. It's been around for over 3 years. What about our new phones?
Our latest model cell phone was a real dog. It sold only 20% of our sales forecast.
Any idea why?
Product life cycles are much shorter now than before. New technologies are developed at a much faster rate.
So what are we supposed to do?
We need to become much more innovative as a company. Instead of producing Me Too products, we need to leapfrog our competitors.
How do we do that?
For starters, we need to beef up our R&D department. We need to develop differentiated products which we can sell at a premium.
As a next step, let's get buy-in from our marketing and sales directors.
Right. We should get everyone on the same page.
Lesson 6. Discussing good results. Peter, Linda, and Todd work as managers at Capital City Bank, a retail bank. Linda's creative idea for attracting new customers to the bank has generated lots of new business.
Great news! We had a record-breaking quarter. We brought in revenues of $500,000.
Wow, revenues really were through the roof.
That's great. Kudos to Linda. She deserves a pat on the back. The guerrilla marketing campaign she dreamed up was brilliant. She sent out email to all of our customers asking them to email a friend about our services. For each friend they emailed, they received a free gift.
Linda, your campaign helped us drum up a lot of business. We signed on 800 new customers.
I'm really glad my plan pans out. I thought it would since everybody loves a freebie.
Linda, we can always count on you to think outside the box.
For the record, Peter helped me come up with the idea.
Thanks for sharing the credit, Linda. But it was your idea.
The important thing is that we're now giving our biggest competitor, U.S. Bank, a run for their money.
Lesson 7. Discussing bad results. Ron, Alex, and Pam work for Brooklyn Brewski, a company that brews and distributes beer throughout New York. The company's recent results have been terrible.
We need to face the music here. We're in deep trouble. Sales are down by 50% versus last year.
It looks like we're going to be in the red for the year to the tune of $1 million.
No wonder. We're losing market share to Manhattan Beer.
Why? We need to get to the bottom of this.
Every year they come up with new beers. They're really on top of trends. For instance, last year they released a low-carb beer.
No wonder they're eating our lunch. They're cashing in on the latest trends and bringing great new products to market.
Meanwhile, we're running in place. We need a new product line and new ideas for marketing.
It's time to clean house and bring some new blood into this company.
You took the words right out of my mouth. We need some new people with fresh ideas.
Lesson 8. Discussing a difficult decision. Anna, Lynn, and Jeff are thinking about moving their manufacturing facilities from the United States to China. Jeff is having trouble deciding what to do.
We need to decide already whether or not we want to move our manufacturing from the United States to China. Jeff, have you made the final decision?
There are pros and cons to moving it to China. I've been back and forth on this issue for months. I'm of two minds.
Jeff, I know this is a tough call, but now is not the time to be wishy-washy. We need to make a decision.
That's right, and I recommend we bite the bullet and move our operations to China.
Or we could test the waters by moving 25% of our operations there.
Good idea. That would give us the best of both worlds. We could reduce our risk while starting to enjoy some of the cost savings from lower cost manufacturing.
I agree with you that we should put a stake in the ground. Let's move a quarter of our operations to China.
Good call, Jeff.
I hope I don't live to regret this decision.
You won't. My gut tells me we're doing the right thing.
Lesson 9. Dealing with a dissatisfied customer. John hired Kevin's web design firm to design a website for his company, but John's not satisfied with the end result.
We're disappointed with the website you designed for us. It's a far cry from what we were expecting.
I'm sorry you're not satisfied. We really went all out to make it a great site.
Well, I'm not going to mince words. You charged us a pretty penny and you didn't deliver.
Wow. I'm really surprised to hear you say that. We pulled out all the stops.
Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes. You promised that your best people would work on this project, but our website looks like it was designed by a summer intern.
What exactly is the problem with the site?
Where to begin? The shopping cart doesn't even work.
Really? Well, we'll get right on that.
And you guys messed around forever getting the site done. You were 3 months behind schedule.
I'm sorry about that. We were swamped. Let me make it up to you. We'll give you a 25% discount on the project.
Lesson 10. Discussing a difficult request. Tanya is head of R&D in a laboratory for Sudsco, a company that makes shampoo. Here she meets with colleagues John and Andy to discuss a request from the marketing department.
Let me kick off this meeting with some news. Our marketing department would like us to produce a new fragrance by the end of next month.
Oh, brother. We need this extra work like a hole in the head. What fragrance are they looking for?
Mango.
Mango? Are they out of their minds? Do they know how tough that is?
Yeah, but I told them we'd take a crack at it. If we put our minds to it, I know we can do it.
I don't know. It's not going to be easy.
Let's roll up our sleeves and give it our best shot. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Well, Tanya, you certainly have a can-do attitude.
Actually, this is child's play compared to what our CEO wants us to do by the end of the year. He wants us to come up with new, improved formulas for all 50 of our shampoos.
What? How are we supposed to manage that? Sometimes I think the bigwigs at this company are out of touch with reality.